So, what is up, you guys? It is I, the one, the only, the Duke. And, you know what? Before I do anything, shout out. Shout out to Joshua Peters for pointing out that Lotus was actually in the group of the Kingdom of Diamond. Shout out to Joshua Peters. Yeah, Joshua, you're one of my 3 Black Clover commenter niggas. Yeah, you, Leopold, and Hector. So you 3, shout out to you guys. All right. Now that that's settled, this chapter of Black Clover. Basically, from a structure standpoint, it's pretty simple. And is the battle over? So, like, I wouldn't say this is. I guess this isn't really an arc then, if the battle's already over. Given with what happened at the end of this chapter, so I'm assuming maybe the other 2 captains are still actively fighting or something and stuff. Cause like there were some members of the Diamond Kingdom that were in that one panel when they first showed up that looked like they would be threats. That looked like they were on Lotus's level, or if not a bit stronger. And I was like, I'm looking forward to that. There's this one chick, like she was rocking the rocking the fur cape, and I was like, yeah, baby. So I was kind of, and there was this one dude that was like, I think he was on like a type of chariot, and like he had like really spiky hair going down him and stuff like that. So it kind of sucks that I get to see them. But anyways, let me focus on the chapter. Basically, we get to see a glimpse of what the second in command to Golden Dawn, Finral's little bro, Randgill's power is like. And basically, for those of you guys that watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable, think of one of the main characters. What was his name again? Omasu, I believe. Omasu, like the dude, the dumb one who is also a stand user, but his stand is pretty hacks, where he can basically erase the space. Like he can basically erase anything that his hand like touches, including the space, including space. So that's what Randgill's power reminded me of. And he says anything that's like within the space that he swipes, he basically destroys it. But to me, it looks like he erased everything within that space. And he basically one-shotted one of the freaking 8 generals. And I'll get onto the 8 generals later. I really would, because that's gonna be a bit of a negative to the chapter, honestly. For me, like that's a bit of a negative. I'm sure like most people are just gonna be hyped about like how OP the Golden Dawn members are, but like I said, I need to talk about both the good and the bad about the stuff. So yeah, that is a negative, and that's literally one of the only negatives in this chapter review. So yeah, but anyways, and I was like, yo, that's a pretty OP ability. Like, cause I don't know what it is, but I like niggas who use space abilities. I like niggas who use space abilities. I don't know what it is. Like, I like people who use space, lightning, time manipulation. Honestly, I don't like time manipulation. I don't know. It just gets old when I see time manipulation nowadays, because I've been seeing a lot of series nowadays that just have niggas that use some sort of time manipulation. Whether and it kind of gets old. Like it kind of gets old. So space, I don't really see too many people use space manipulation. So I'm a bit of a fan of people who use space manipulation. So yeah, because like you don't really see them too often, as much as you do people who can manipulate time and everything like that. And time usually gets boring to me. Like sometimes just get boring to me. Oh yeah, I can stop time. Well, actually, the last dude I really enjoyed that could stop time and had some sort of time manipulation was freaking Dio. Yo. Dio was fucking... You do... If you want to know how to write a villain, if you ever write a story one day, and you want to know how to write a villain, write Dio, man. Write a character like Dio, who doesn't give a fuck about anything. Shit. Damn. Let me stop deviating, because I'm on that Dio Brando hype. Alright. But yeah, I'm a fan of space manipulation. So yeah, and we get to see William Vengeance's magic, and I'm glad to see it's not some sort of like just regular tree magic and stuff like that. Well, it's more so, basically, it's Yggdrasil magic, and Yggdrasil is referring to like the world tree called Yggdrasil in Norse cosmology that connects the 9 worlds. And I'm like, yeah. And then when I went to research Norse cosmology and stuff like that, I'm like, wait a minute, this looks really familiar. And I'm like, where did I freaking see this before? And I'm like, oh, I was like, yo, this is like Berserk shit right here, right? Like, because I remember like Berserk, it's influenced by Western mythology as well, just like Black Clover is. And Berserk has the 4 elements, and stuff like that. And I believe the elemental spirits in Berserk, they're like god tier characters, if I'm not mistaken. So I was like, oh yeah. So, and not only that, but they're in Elfheim right now in Berserk. And one of the worlds in Norse cosmology is fucking Elfheim. So that was pretty fun to research and find. So that was pretty fun thing to know and research. So now that I know that, now that I know through this that Berserk is actually like, I knew it was influenced by Western mythology, but I didn't really know what. And now I know Norse cosmology. All right. So yeah, like, well, bits and pieces of Norse cosmology. Wait, does that mean that the god of the verse in Black Clover could possibly be freaking Odin? Because the god of the verse in Norse cosmology is Odin. It's freaking Odin, Thor's daddy. Yo, that'd be crazy. Freaking Thor comes in. Yo, and which means the world that we're in right now is Midgard. Nah, I'm just freaking. Nah, I'm pretty sure Tsubayuki just probably like the name, like the name and stuff like that, and just decides to just go unique with it. All right, but anyways, so basically, Finral. Yami and them at the beginning of the chapter, they met up with Finral, and they asked him to take him aside and stuff like that. Then we go to who's facing the Lightning General, Regis. And Regis fires his arrows at him. Then creates his own set of arrows, the Gale White the Gale White bow, or the White Gale bow, or something like that. And he fires them. He fires the same number of shots, and he completely overpowers the lightning arrows and bypasses Regis's defenses by taking out all of his magic knights and stuff like that. And then retorts back to Regis, because Regis asked him, "Can you protect yourself and the citizens of the kingdom?" And then Yuno's like, "Oh, you asked me if I can protect myself and the citizens of my kingdom, but can you protect yourself and the people that you brought with you and stuff like that?" So trying to act all badass and stuff like that. So I was like, eh. Sorry, dude, but I don't like. You're cool and all, but when you try to act badass purposely, it's not impressive. It's not impressive. So, can handle this guy by himself? I don't know, because this dude, he was hiding behind dudes and stuff like that. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll take Yuno on by myself." And he's one of the 8 generals. He's a Magic Knight level captain. He's a Magic Knight captain level dude. And I have to remember, he's a prodigy, and not only that, but he's part of Rangil's elite group, elite division, and he also and there's some special type of training going on with Golden Dawn, because I remember when William Vengeance and the leader of Purple Orca were talking and stuff like that, there was something about like the leader of Purple Order. I forgot his name. I really did. Because he's so relevant right now. He started talking to William Vengeance and asking him how is his members so powerful and stuff like that. And so I believe there's something going amiss where William Vengeance is doing something to give them powers, and it could be something that has to do with his Yggdrasil magic. It could be something that has to do with his Yggdrasil magic. But anyways, and not only that, but you know he has one of the 4 elements on his side. But anyways, Yuno basically started and then after that Brokos he comes in and like, oh, you want me to help you and stuff like that, and Brokos is covered in his red orc like in a red orc type armor. Think of how Mars during the dungeon exploration arc, he was covered in like a diamond armor. That's how Brokos is right now. And yeah, Hector, I hear you. I won't call Brokos McDuff because McDuff sounds too beastly. And now that I think about it, you're right. So McDuff, it does sound too beastly. I will suspend myself from calling Brokos McDuff. I'll think of another name. But anyways, so other than that, Ragnar, one of the and this was what I found lackluster, man. Cause and this is like the negative I was talking about earlier in the video about the chapter, and that was the old man. The old man. What was his name again? Yargos or something like that. And his magic, it's mucus. It's similar. It's basically similar to It's basically similar to freaking Sally's gel magic, but it's mucus. And he's like, oh yeah, it slowly weakens anybody that comes in contact with it. And I'm like, oh, well yeah, it's mucus. I mean, it does seem kind of devastating and like hard to handle because it probably has AoE and stuff like that. But it was like a bit lackluster. I kind of expected something. I guess I was expecting something else when it came to this old dude. Like maybe, and this old dude seemed like a pretty damn good tactician, and I was like, maybe this dude, like since he's wise and stuff like that, he's probably some OP nigga, and he could actually put up a good fight. Then, and like when I saw his magic, it was lackluster. Honestly, it felt lackluster. And then Rangil's, he freaking takes him out, and like you see half his body, the entire right side of his body gone, and him spewing up blood, and there's no way he can survive from that. No, there's no way he can survive from that. He, like, half his freaking body is gone. Like, well, not really half, but, like, his entire right arm and upper torso is freaking gone. And not only that, but he, like, swiped that entire section of his body and the building behind him. So, and he erased it. Well, destroyed, erased. It's more so erased. It's really erased. Like, Omatsu's, like the hand in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, where he can pretty much like erase the space around him and stuff like that. So yeah. But anyways, so yeah, that kind of sucked to see one of the 8 generals just go down immediately. It's understandable, but still, like, these are like Magic Knight Captain level dudes who should have been like who should have showcased more. And so for him to seeing him go down that easily and stuff like that, yeah, you could argue that he's one of the weaker ones, but it's like really, but this is still a Magic Knight Captain level guy, and this would have been a good opportunity to like have a decent battle. But then you have to like remember, oh yeah, his freaking powers are lackluster as hell, and yeah, so it's basically Rangil's was a bad opponent for him. That's basically it. Rangil's was a bad opponent for him. So now on to William motherfucking Vengeance. So his we see Lotus, and he basically was like, oh, so that's the king, that's the leader of Golden Dawn and stuff like that. And he sees a bunch of vines on the ground, and then he touches one of the vines, and he's noticed that his magic is being absorbed. So this is impressive, but at the same time, it kind of is kind of a downside to William Vengeance's well, mainly, I guess, particularly when he's using this ability. And and even though this ability is impressive, it covered an entire town. So William Vengeance, I guess he'd be town level. I feel like this ability will be proven like can easily be overcome if you're as strong or even stronger than William Vengeance or have like a Hack's ability. And the reason why I say this is because William Vengeance's Yggdrasil magic, and and it was a mistletoe. It was a great mistletoe, from what the translation said. So yeah, I feel bad for the niggas right next to each other. I really do. All right, so yeah, so like William Vengeance's Yggdrasil magic, like when he's using the great mistletoe, I guess, like basically the problem with this is that he has to just spread the vines out throughout the entire area first, and then he has to start feeding on the magic within the vicinity, sorry. And then once he's done feeding, he can finally make the tree bloom. So I find that like kind of a downside to his ability, and that could and if he ever tries to do it in solo combat, and he has no way of defending himself, he can easily get taken out. He's easily vulnerable. So I guess the reason why he was able to do it now is because everybody else was distracted with the other members of Golden Dawn. So yeah. But anyways, William Vengeance, I'm glad I got to see William Vengeance, like what he's capable of and stuff like that. And I'm glad it wasn't just like plain tree magic and stuff like that. He can just make trees, and it was much more in a sense it is simplistic, but at the same time it's not, because he can actually absorb the magic in the area, other people's magic in the area and stuff like that. So is he absorbing not only that, but the members Brokos and Regas were distracted with so they're not even noticing that their magic power is getting absorbed. So which means that this would give an opportunity to possibly take them both out, because their magic is being absorbed. But either way, that's pretty much it for chapter. That's really all I have to say. But either way, like William Vengeance's Yggdrasil magic, it's pretty impressive. I'm looking forward to see what more he can do in the future of the series. I do think he's mad suspect though. I do think he's way mad suspect. We all do, cause this nigga, like, there's something going on, and he could possibly be connected to the White Knight's Demon Eyes, and he could be that man that I don't think he's that so-called man that Lich looked up to and stuff like that. And like I said, William Vengeance, he does look like a woman, but at the same time you're like, wait, but Lich looks like a woman and Nerju looks like a freaking woman. So but anyways, I'm still thinking. I'm like, what if he's freaking Lich's sister? Like, what if he's Lich's sister disguised as a dude? Like, what if, man? Like, what if? Because he does look like William Vengeance. He does look like Lich, but with a mask. And I don't know if those different colored hairs is his actual hair, or is it just like decoration on his helmet? It could possibly be his actual hair. But William Vengeance, he does look a bit like Lich. He really does. But anyways, like I said, overall, I thought I think the chapter, it was a pretty solid chapter. It really was. Sorry I deviated a lot. I really am. But it is what it is. It's my channel. It's my channel. I'm playing that card. And thank you for watching. If you stick with the video this long, thank you. And be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you guys later.